If you really want to help a cause, solve a problem, you will achieve it. But just remember, don't put the whole burden on your shoulders alone. Let's move on to the fourth one. The fourth one is a wildlife activist. There are a lot of different ways you can do activism, wildlife activism. There are so many different styles, ways, types. This is a very interesting one. So activism, you've got a wildlife activist, you've got an animal rights activist. You can be an activist for like in the big picture, or you can narrow it down and choose a more specific problem that you want to raise awareness for. And then of course there are a lot of ways to do your activism. You can make content, inspiring content, or educational content, motivational content, or just all at the same time. Yeah. Of course, you want to make your activism as useful and impactful as possible. You can come with the facts, expose things maybe. For example, like people do with the meat industry, those things. And then of course, this is also a thing about activism. You can make it as extreme as you think is necessary. The main purpose of activism is of course to get enough people's attention to eventually solve injustices and problems, things that people ignore, like breeding billions and billions of innocent sentient beings for the sole purpose of killing and eating them without it being necessary. That's one big problem. Or the whole animal/wildlife trade industry, or poaching, or the whole fishing industry. Oh, don't even get me started on that. Damn it.
They're psychopaths. They like shooting things. It's an absolute nonsense. They like killing things. They like killing it with different weaponry, and they're willing to pay for the fun of shooting someone. It's bollocks. It's not conservation. It's rich psychos who like killing things. Fuck them.
There are a lot of these topics that need a lot of attention. We can't get enough activism. Also, activism can be quite frustrating because you value something and you want to speak up for it, and it won't happen overnight. It's not like, okay, here I am, listen to me now, this is the problem, let's solve it. No. You really gotta fight for it, step by step by step. Keep going and going and going every single day. And eventually, slowly but surely, you will start to get more and more attention. This is one thing that I was also struggling a little bit with. And that was, you're just one individual. You're gonna change the world, but you're not gonna solve a whole problem on your own. It's just not for you. Solving one whole problem is not the responsibility for one individual. Solving problems like poaching, the destruction of nature, that is the responsibility of the whole entire population. That is activism. And then of course, there's not one right way to do it. You can come up with a completely new way to get people's attention, come up with new stuff, new creative stuff. Creative stuff always works, because it surprises people and then you will get people's attention. If you really want to help a cause, solve a problem, you will achieve it. But just remember, don't put the whole burden on your shoulders alone. And also realize that you are not alone. You don't have to solve one problem on your own, because you will just get frustrated as hell and burn out. It doesn't work. So be realistic with yourself. Do what you can do. That is activism.